Hey everyone, what's up and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Amanda and I create lifestyle, entrepreneurship, and some pop culture content on this YouTube channel. And I hope you guys stick around, join the fam, join the squad. We would love to have you here. So as you can see by today's title, I'm doing a little bookstore book vlog. I have never done one of these before and I love watching them, so I was like, why not make my own? So what we're doing today, we're going a little book shopping. I did buy 4 books online because there was a special, and I think I want to buy another 2 today in person, so I'm stocked for a while. But I will do a whole haul of what I get when I get home. So of like the books that I bought online, the books that I bought in store and everything. But I got 3 of them so far. 1 is still on its way. I'm excited. So welcome to the vlog. So I just made a coffee and I need to just straighten my hair and get changed and leave after because we're going at around 1. So I have a little bit of time on my hands. It's about 11:40. So making a coffee. It's extremely hot outside. I'm sweating my ass off. I just put my dog in his crate and now I'm waiting for my friend to come pick me up so we can go book shopping, get a few things, and then I'll be coming home. So it's not going to be a long adventure, but nonetheless, it'll be fun. I'm excited. I haven't been to like a physical bookshop in quite some time, so I'm excited to just shop around, look at the books, look at like the different tables that they got set up, look at some new books, old books, all those fun things. So excited to bring you along. I'm wearing this shirt that I was wearing this morning with this butterfly and some mushrooms, jeans, shoes, my Madison Beer Life Support tote, and that's the vibes. So it's a few days later since I filmed the little shopping vlog and I finally have all the books that I got. I was just waiting for one to arrive in the mail, so let's do a little haul. Okay, so these are in no particular order, just literally what I have next to me. So the first book I got is The Love Hypothesis by Ali Hazelwood. I've seen this on like Goodreads and like Book Talk a lot and I was like, let's see. So it says, as a third-year PhD candidate, Olive Smith doesn't believe in lasting romantic relationships, but her best friend does, and that's what got her into this situation. Convincing Anne that Olive is dating and well on her way to a happily ever after was always going to take more than handy, wavy Jedi mind tricks scientists require proof. So like any self-respecting biologist, Olive panics and kisses the first man she sees. That man is none other than Adam Carlson, a young hot professor and well-known ass. Which is why Olive is positively floored when Stanford's reigning lab tyrant agrees to keep her charade a secret and be her fake boyfriend. And when a big science conference goes haywire, putting Olive's career on the Bunsen burner, Adam surprises her again with his unyielding support and even more unyielding six-pack abs. Suddenly, their little experiment feels dangerously close to combustion, and Olive discovers that the only thing more complicated than a hypothesis on love is putting her own heart under the microscope. So I heard that this is a kind of like fan fiction or based off of Star Wars, which I'm not like a big Star Wars fan, but I mean I've seen it on Goodreads like I said a lot, so we picked this one up. The next one I got is The Mad Girls of New York. I've never heard of this book before, but I saw it in the aisle and I was like, sounds interesting. It says, in 1887, New York City, Nellie Bly has ambitions beyond writing for the ladies' pages. But all the editors on Newspaper Row think women are too emotional, respectable, and delicate to do the job. But then the New York world challenges her to an assignment to be mad to accept and mad to refuse. Go undercover as a patient at Blackwell's Island Insane Asylum for Women. For months, rumors have been swirling about the deplorable conditions at Blackwell's, but no reporter can get in. That is, until Nellie feigns insanity, gets committed, and attempts to survive 10 days in the asylum. Inside, she discovers horrors beyond comprehension. It's an investigation that could make her career, if she can get out to tell her story before 2 rival reporters scoop it. So this one sounds really interesting. I love a good mystery thriller book, so I read the back and I was like, I need to read that. So I picked this one up. This one is a good old Goodreads Book Talk book, Love in Other Words by Christina Lauren. I've heard many good things about this one. So it says, Macy Sorensen is settling into an ambitious, if emotionally tepid I don't know if that's how you say it. Routine. Work hard as a new pediatrics resident. Plan her wedding to an older, financially secure man. Keep her head down and heart tucked away. But when she runs into Elliot Petropoulos, the first and only love of her life, the careful bubble she's constructed begins to dissolve. Once upon a time, Elliot was Macy's entire world, growing from her gangly, bookish friend into the man who coaxed her heart open again, only to break it on the very night he declared his love for her. Told in alternating timelines between then and now, teenage Elliot and Macy grow from friends to much more, spending weekends and lazy summers together in a house outside San Francisco, devouring books, sharing favorite words, and talking through their growing pains and triumphs. As adults, they have become strangers to one another until their chance reunion. Although their memories are obscured by the agony of what happened that night so many years ago, Elliot will come to understand the truth behind Macy's decade-long silence, and will have to overcome the past and himself to revive her faith in the possibility of an all-consuming love. So this one sounds really good. I'm excited to read it. This is going to be my next book after I finish People We Meet on Vacation, which I'm basically almost done. So this is the next read that I have. Then we picked up The Famous Book Lovers by Emily Henry. This one is also a big one on Book Talk, BookTube, Goodreads, everywhere. This one says, Nora Steffen's life is books. She's read them all, and she is not that type of heroine. Not the plucky one, not the laid-back dream girl, and especially not the sweetheart. In fact, the only people Nora is a heroine for are her clients, for whom she lands enormous deals as a cutthroat literary agent, and her beloved little sister Libby, which is why she agrees to go to Sunshine Falls, North Carolina for the month of August, when Libby begs her for her sister's trip away. With visions of a small-town transformation for Nora, who she's convinced needs to become the heroine in her own story. But instead of picnics in meadows or run-ins with a handsome country doctor or bulging forum bartender, Nora keeps bumping into Charlie Lastra, a bookish, brooding editor from back in the city. It would be a meet cute, if not the fact for that they've met many times and it's never been cute. If Nora knows she's not an ideal heroine, Charlie knows he's nobody's hero. But as they are thrown together again and again in a series of coincidences no editor worth their salt would allow, what they discover might just unravel the carefully crafted stories they've written about themselves. This one sounds really good. And like I said, very famous on Book Talk and stuff. Then we got Weather Girl by Rachel Lynn Solomon. I feel like I've seen this one on Book Talk and BookTube and stuff, and I just picked it up. This one says, Ari Abrams has always been fascinated by the weather, and she loves almost everything about her job as a TV meteorologist. Her boss, legendary Seattle weatherwoman Torrance Hale, is too distracted by her tempestuous relationship with her ex-husband, the station's news director, to give Ari the mentorship she wants. Ari, who runs on sunshine and optimism, is at her wit's end. The only person who seems to understand how she feels is sweet but reserved sports reporter Russell Barringer. In the aftermath of a disastrous holiday party, Ari and Russell decide to team up to solve their boss's relationship issues. Between secret gifts and double dates, they start nudging their bosses back together. But their well-meaning meddling backfires when the real chemistry builds between Ari and Russell. Working closely with Russell means allowing him to get to know parts of herself that Ari keeps hidden away from everyone. Will he be able to embrace her dark clouds as well as her clear skies? So, another love book. We know. But this one sounded really good. And the last two that I have are more of like mystery thriller books. So we got The Paris Apartment by Lucy Foley, not 100% sure. This one does not have much of a little back, but it says, meet the residents of number 12, Rue des Amants, a beautiful old apartment building in the City of Light. The socialite, the nice guy, the alcoholic, the girl on the verge, the concierge. Everyone's a neighbor, everyone's a suspect, and everyone knows something they're not telling. See you in Paris. I think this is, like, someone said that, like, it's based off or, like, relates to Only Murderers in the Building, or like you can relate it to that, I think. But I love the pages because they're not all like cut the same. I love the feel of that. I love a good feel of a book. This one sounds really interesting. And the last one I got is A Good Girl's Guide to Murder by Holly Jackson. Love me a good thriller book. This one says, this is the story of an investigation turned obsession. Pretty unpopular high school senior Andy Bell was murdered by her boyfriend Sal Singh, who then killed himself. It was all anyone could talk about, and 5 years later, Pip sees how the tragedy still haunts her town. Now a senior herself, Pip decides to re-examine the closed case for her final project, at first just to cast doubt on the original investigation. But soon as she discovers a trail of dark secrets that might actually prove Sal innocent, and the line between past and present begins to blur. Someone in Fairview doesn't want Pip digging around for answers, and now her own life might be in danger. This one's really good. And then there's a sequel called Good Girl, Bad Blood. So I'm excited to read that one and this one. But that is basically the 7 books I think I got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So those are the 7 books I got. I'm super excited to read them, super excited to get into them. I don't really share much like book stuff on this channel, but if you guys want to see more, please let me know. I would love to do that. Comment down below if you've read any of these books and your thoughts on them. I would love to talk once I actually read them, but also comment down below any book suggestions you might have. And yeah, that's about it. I hope you enjoyed this little video. If you did, please give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to me below, and I will see you next time. Bye guys.